There's too much traffic in my head. No clear ways in my mind. It's like Spaghetti Junction. Not just some of, but all of the time.
Pone tufare. Flood. In the backcountry, hard rain is bucketing. Here in the narrowing light, the river bellows fatly. From high ground I mark twin rows of willow, dishevelled arms clutching drunk roots, hoarding bits of old bridge planking, the body of a beast, puff-bellied, hind feet sticking out. I ask, when will the waters clear, the eels breathe easy again? Shall I be able to ford the river soon and visit Aline aunt? Laurice Edmund, September. The mountain leaps and stands breaking horizons. It is the first land out of falling waters. The wind finds it like a discovering dove. In the wheeling light it is still, construing containment, poise from intuit idiom of the earth. No flower was white before this blossoming of snow, no September sharp with spring until the morning. I shall learn the lessons of God from the mountain. It has entered my imagination, eternal indifference, eternal scope, eternal reprieve. It is never the same on any two visits. It is never the same in any particular, only in generalities. Tide and such matters wave height and suction, pebbles that rattle. It doesn't presume to wear a white coat, but it questions you like a psychologist as you walk beside it on its long couch.
Blinding light bursts forth, misty morning moment, country air, timeless, tranquil, sunrise stifled senses, true. Calm lagoon, vacant still, copper stones beneath, translucent depth, distant waves, crashing, breaking, ethereal silence.
Red is the big red scar on a boy's knee. Red is the firefly dancing in the air. Red is the blood that sloshes and turns in the vein. Red is the big danger sign on the side of the road. Red is the flame from the fire below. Red is the sunset when the sun is going down. Bang! Wet paws on my bed. What's that smell? A tantalizing aroma of fish and rat. Hello, darling Chloe. You're back. And that's why I love my cat. Slithering, slimy creature of my creek. Does it get lonely living in the dark and deep? I hear that you could be nearly 50 years old, 'cause you're a long-finned eel and it's not that cold. I think your cousins who chose Lake Rotoriti could be cruising up around to a century. I really enjoy visiting you each day. you've come to expect me on my way. Mum lets me bring a little raw meat. We both know that's what you love to eat. Remember those first times when you missed out, but you picked up pretty quickly that I'd be about? Not much point having good sight, you'll just be blinded by the light. I wonder and watch with amazement, really, that we haven't made you extinct already. You came all the way from Fiji or Tonga. I bet some of your family were a goner. Then you find a river, swamp or estuary. Turn dark and find your special spot to live. Anywhere from 49 until 100 years, you live a singular life without a mate. Sometimes with friends and sometimes without. Then travel downstream around March or May, migrating thousands of miles to the tropics. For 5 months you travel without feeding, all in the name of life to continue breeding. After spawning, that is it, your life is done. If I were an eel, I'd think I'd choose the Jester House. I'd have nothing to lose.
Picton 1. Summer sun absorbs moisture from the earth. Black clouds about to burst hang heavy on the hills, but no rain falls as day darkens into afternoon. Dull light, greying off weekend cribs, flickers around opulent retirement sanctuaries, and playful party hutches gleam and promise as spasmodic shafts of sunlight slip through holes in the black curtain of cloud. From the world, hikers stagger past like snails, carrying houses on their backs. Picton is the melting pot, the springboard to their fantasy land in the south. Robin Hood Bay 3. A bridge surviving rushing torrents keeps friends together, farmers alive, withstands boulders belting around its loins, being throttled with severed trees. Dead on its doorstep, seeing Robin and his hoods screaming the scream of impatient flight on lethal machines. A bridge to the world is washed by mountain waters, surrounded by steep hills, spotted by seagulls, serenaded with bird songs, shaded by trees and lulled to sleep by the rhythm of the sea, or stung by its angry mood. A bridge is a friendly sight, an engineer's creation. A bridge can shake with fear when rivers are whipped into crashing monsters. A bridge can be a severed artery.